Deep in the shadows of global intelligence, a hidden threat festered, invisible to the world, but known to those who dwell in the realm of secrets. Buried within a remote and heavily guarded facility, a clandestine chemical lab had been operating undetected for years, its very existence a potential harbinger of disaster. The potential for mass destruction was staggering, yet the outside world remained blissfully unaware. This was not speculation or rumor. Intelligence was precise, chilling, and demanded immediate action. Every day the lab continued to operate increased the risk of catastrophe. A ticking clock measured in molecules and reactions rather than hours or minutes. The first clues appeared as anomalies in satellite imagery. Analysts monitoring remote regions noticed unusual supply movements, the construction of heavily shielded structures, and patterns of energy consumption inconsistent with normal industrial operations. Cyber intelligence picked up faint encrypted communications, seemingly innocuous at first, but layered with protocols and code signatures indicative of chemical synthesis and covert experimentation. The CIA's network of informants began feeding corroborating whispers, strange deliveries, unexplained personnel rotations, and security protocols that suggested something far beyond conventional research. It was a puzzle layered in secrecy, each fragment hinting at the magnitude of what lay behind the fortified walls. Signals intelligence painted a haunting picture. Analysts decoded patterns in communications between operators, tracking movements of precursor chemicals and monitoring shifts in energy consumption that mirrored laboratory-scale chemical reactions. Open-source intelligence corroborated the findings, with local satellite readings showing temporary structures that appeared only during specific operational windows, disappearing as quickly as they emerged. Every trace, every irregularity pointed toward a network of experimentation so meticulous that detection had been nearly impossible until now. The sense of urgency among the intelligence community grew palpable. This was no ordinary lab. It was a potential arsenal capable of inflicting mass casualties, hidden in plain sight, and designed to avoid detection at all costs. Recognizing the gravity of the threat, the CIA convened a task force, bringing together operatives, analysts, chemical experts, and field intelligence officers. Cyber specialists traced digital communications, unraveling layers of encryption, while field agents began clandestine reconnaissance missions to confirm the lab's location and capabilities. Surveillance operations were conducted under the cover of darkness, with every move meticulously planned to avoid alerting the lab's operators. The complexity of the threat required a multifaceted approach. Physical infiltration, cyber monitoring, and chemical expertise had to converge seamlessly to ensure mission success. Each operative understood the stakes. Failure could unleash chaos on a scale not seen in decades. As the investigation deepened, analysts began identifying patterns in chemical procurement and facility activity. The lab operated in cycles, producing compounds at precise intervals, coordinating shipments with extreme secrecy. Intercepted communications suggested coordination with unknown external actors, possibly indicating an intention to distribute chemical agents or weaponize the output for strategic leverage. Deep cover informants provided fragmentary yet crucial intelligence, internal procedures, security protocols, and transportation methods that exposed vulnerabilities in the lab's operations. Every intercepted signal, every fragment of information added to the growing mosaic of understanding, revealing a threat more extensive and sophisticated than initially imagined. Confirmation of the lab's true nature arrived through a combination of satellite surveillance and field verification. High-resolution imagery revealed storage tanks, specialized ventilation systems, and containment chambers consistent with the synthesis of highly volatile chemical agents. Human intelligence sources confirmed the movement of key personnel, validating the analytical conclusions. It became undeniable that this was a lab with the capacity for catastrophic harm, one that could not remain operational even for a single day longer. The CIA's assessment was clear. Immediate intervention was required, and precision was paramount. Any misstep could result in a disaster far greater than any civilian could imagine. The CIA's response was executed with surgical precision. Covert teams infiltrated surrounding areas to monitor ingress and egress points, ensuring that no external interference could compromise the operation. Cyber teams introduced controlled disruptions to communications and surveillance systems within the lab, masking operational maneuvers while feeding false signals to potential adversaries. Specialized chemical operatives developed methods to neutralize active compounds safely, planning an intervention that would destroy the lab without triggering uncontrolled reactions. The orchestration required coordination across continents and time zones, with every element dependent on absolute secrecy and meticulous timing. The climax of the operation unfolded under the cover of night. Teams moved into position with calculated stealth, securing the perimeter and isolating critical systems. Cyber countermeasures ensured that alarms remained silent and external communications appeared normal. Operatives entered the facility with protective gear and containment apparatus, methodically dismantling critical components while neutralizing volatile substances. The destruction of the lab was deliberate, precise, and comprehensive, ensuring no residual chemical agents could pose a threat. Satellites recorded controlled demolitions and incineration of sensitive materials. While operatives exfiltrated without leaving a trace, the mission achieved its objective without incident, neutralizing a threat that could have caused unimaginable loss. In the aftermath, the CIA quietly documented the operation, assessing every phase for lessons and improvements. The destruction of the lab remained unacknowledged in public records, its existence and elimination known only within the highest circles of intelligence. No alarms sounded, no public warnings were issued, and the world continued unaware of how narrowly disaster had been averted. The operation underscored the critical role of unseen heroes, the operatives and analysts whose work is measured not in accolades but in lives, preserved and threats mitigated before they manifest. This mission stands as a testament to the hidden battles fought daily to maintain global security. It demonstrates the convergence of intelligence disciplines, cyber, chemical, human, and satellite analysis into a single decisive operation. The careful orchestration of resources, timing, and expertise reflects the very essence of modern espionage, where success is invisible and failure is catastrophic. The lab's destruction exemplifies how precision, discretion, and expertise can prevent tragedies that the general public never sees but profoundly benefits from. Even as the immediate threat was neutralized, the operation left enduring lessons for the intelligence community. Chemical threats can be distributed and concealed with alarming ingenuity. But meticulous observation, pattern recognition, and covert action remain powerful tools against them. The seamless coordination between digital intelligence, field operations, and chemical expertise demonstrates how multidimensional approaches are essential for contemporary security challenges. Success in such operations depends on vigilance, preparation, and a willingness to act decisively when secrecy and accuracy are equally vital. Ultimately, the destruction of the hidden chemical lab reminds us of the silent victories that define intelligence work. It illustrates that the most critical operations often go unnoticed by the public, yet they shape global stability in profound ways. Operatives risked their lives and reputations to prevent threats that, if realized, could alter the course of nations. The CIA's success in this mission embodies the principle that true protection often exists in the shadows, away from headlines, and recognition maintained by professionals whose skill and courage remain invisible but indispensable. The operation also emphasizes the ethical and strategic dimensions of intelligence work. Decisions made in the shadows carry immense responsibility, as the consequences of action or inaction can ripple far beyond immediate comprehension. Neutralizing a chemical threat requires balancing urgency with precision, force with subtlety, and secrecy with accountability. The professionals who carried out this mission understood these imperatives, ensuring that the lab's destruction protected lives while maintaining operational integrity. In reflection, the mission underscores a broader truth about modern espionage. The most significant victories are often silent, unseen, and unheralded. The prevention of catastrophic chemical exposure, in this case, demonstrates how intelligence, foresight, and careful execution preserve not only security, but human life. It is a story of diligence, courage, and the quiet heroism of those who confront dangers the world never sees. Each measure taken, each risk mitigated, is a thread in the complex fabric of global safety, woven by professionals committed to protecting humanity from the unseen and the unknown. The destruction of the hidden chemical lab serves as a reminder that the battles waged in secret are as consequential as those fought in public view. The CIA's operation exemplifies how intelligence work transcends conventional notions of heroism, achieving impact through meticulous planning, stealth, and unwavering focus. In the hidden corridors of power and secrecy, the operatives' actions prevented disaster, preserved lives, and maintained the delicate balance of global stability. As new threats emerge and adversaries innovate, the lessons of this operation endure: vigilance, interagency, cooperation, and the integration of diverse intelligence disciplines are essential for safeguarding the world. The mission demonstrates that success in espionage is not measured in recognition or publicity, but in the quiet maintenance of safety, the prevention of catastrophe, and the unwavering commitment to act decisively when the stakes are immeasurably high. The legacy of such operations endures in the continued peace and security of nations unaware of how close they came to devastation.